Welcome to the Simply Sell podcast. This episode is about the power of a handwritten thank you note. So typically when I travel to see clients or something mutually good happened from our business relationship, I write a handwritten thank you note. When was the last time you received a handwritten thank you note? Not an email, not a text, not a LinkedIn message, an actual note. And how did it make you feel? And why do thank you notes still matter? Well, we live in a world of automated emails, templates, sequences, and AI generated follow ups. I get the need for efficiency and driving engagement, but being grateful for someone's time should be expressed in a genuine way, as time is the most important asset we have, and your client spent time with you. So a thank you note signals thoughtfulness and respect for someone's time. Also, it sends a message as to how you will service them with care should they choose to do business with you or give you more business. It shows care. Salespeople are always asking how to stand out. The answer isn't always louder or more clever. It's more human. The business case for making a thank you note, it extends the sales conversation. It reinforces and they keep you top of mind without selling. They work because most people don't do them. They just don't do thank you notes. And decision makers remember how you made them feel. So no one ever lost a deal because they said thank you too much. When to send a thank you note? Typically, I send them after every sales call. Every sales call I see a client, I thank them for their time. But first and foremost, at least you should be sending one after a first meeting or a consultation call, or after a plant tour or on-site visit. Maybe they sent you a referral. Well, got to get them a thank you note for that. So even after a lost deal, so you may have lost a deal and you feel horrible and you're upset, pissed, whatever, still send the thank you note because you actually had the opportunity to participate. So after working together to solve a problem is another good way to do a thank you note. It remembers the fact that, hey, you know what? There was a problem. You guys worked it out together. The supplier and the client together both came out happy with the solution. Follow it up with a thank you note. Thank you notes are not a closing tool. Do not think they're a closing tool. It's a relationship tool. You're building a relationship, not closing a deal. What not to do with a thank you note? Please don't turn it into a sales pitch. Don't send a thank you note just to turn it into a sales pitch. It's the most non-genuine thing you could do. Don't ask for the next meeting in a thank you note. Again, you're not being genuine. Don't send it weeks later. It's not going to be impactful for you. I send mine typically within 2 to 3 days of being back home. If you're sending a handwritten thank you note, don't apologize for your handwriting. Between you and I, my handwriting is terrible. So they're going to know that, man, this handwriting's so bad, he had to have written it. So handwriting versus email. I never do thank you emails, as everyone does those, and they can easily get missed as your client probably receives an abundance of emails. It's not going to be memorable with a thank you email. Let me tell you. Personal, I will try to remember something from the meeting that was meaningful and include it in the thank you note as long as it doesn't seem salesy. It could be a funny thing that they said in the meeting. It could have been something they said about their kids. It could have been something that you had in common with them. Anything that comes across as genuine. So here's where I would leave you today. Try sending a thank you note after your next client visit and see how it turns out. I can tell you that I've sent thank you notes out to people, and you're not going to believe someone actually called me up on the phone and said, you know what? Thank you so much for that thank you note. That was so nice. That was so thoughtful. Thank you very much. It's impactful. It's impactful for you to build a relationship. Again, you're not trying to close a deal, but you're trying to build a relationship. Deals are won based on relationships. They're not done based on how fast you can talk or what you know and whatever. It is done based on how genuine you can be with your clients. If you enjoyed this episode of Simply Sell, I ask you to share it with someone who believes selling is about giving and not taking. Thank you so much, and I hope you all stay warm out there. Boy, it is cold. It's like -1 is the wind chill here in Atlanta, Georgia. I feel for the people up north. Stay warm, folks.